trying to run the operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Give him 9 there. The first down completion.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throw over the middle, take it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already, the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. And he's taken down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout. This pass rush, they know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one,
and the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he'll go at the 25.
To number 87.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Drive about to get started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete to number 16.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Back to throw again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Browns 7, Raiders 0.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And to give this time to the tailback. That's one. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders Browns, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Browns.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
Total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. He'll look to throw. And this is caught that they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
46.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. And my goodness, incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Fourth down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they're able to get to him on it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one, a big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this carries into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The 26-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 34.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now a handoff looking right. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw here is incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. From the left side, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
So now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Browns 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Brown.
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now he dumps this off over the middle. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
That's back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The Browns on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throw over the middle, taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up. Across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this 3rd step. The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Your Browns 17, Raiders 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end with points. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First and 10.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
To number 32.
Call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. Just a yard or two shy of the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Back to throw. Incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Oh, he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, probably this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Extra point attempt to follow here. 17.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Browns 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
First down, Browns.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 43-yard line.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When you talk about making making winning plays. That is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Las Vegas, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile for Cleveland, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.
T-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, know, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes, faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say what you gon' do? Stop playing with it. No. If you gon' do it, then you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You built like that.
Oh, look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. But you can shake it all up. My moves make them run them up. I'm lit, so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ